Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lacey, I hope you're well. Today we are having a little bit of a life update. We come bearing very exciting news. Oh, needy girl. So let's just get straight into it. Big announcement, I have decided it's time for skin removal surgery. Right, that's it, I've said it. It's out in the open, it's real, it's happening. Let's just start at the very beginning, okay? So, as I've mentioned before, I had really bad body dysmorphia when I was obese. I really did not know how big I was, I did not know how much weight I had to lose, so I really didn't know for sure whether skin removal was going to be something that I would need to have. With all that being said, when you are extremely overweight for a really long period of time, it's very likely that your skin has kind of stretched past the point of return, and bye baby. And at that point it kind of becomes inevitable that you will get loose skin. So I started noticing my loose skin around the 6-7 stone loss mark, and in the beginning I really felt negatively towards it. I really felt like I'd solved one problem, which was my obesity, and just given myself another problem, which was the loose skin. I really had to take myself on another journey, for lack of a better word. I know we hate that word. I had to take myself on this journey of just making peace with it and learning to accept myself and love myself the way I was. It was really important to me to not feel like surgery was going to be the answer to all of my insecurities. It's a very, very slippy slope to be on, to just pick something out of yourself that you don't like and think, I'm going to have surgery to fix that. Ultimately, that is not what I wanted for myself. And I wanted to be very, very cautious with how I approached my insecurities in future, because this really was laying the groundwork for how I was going to treat myself forever. Yeah, I really had to learn how to live with it, learn how to make peace with it, and at the end of the day it didn't stop me doing any of the things I wanted to do. It still allowed me to live my life completely unhindered by my weight, but ultimately it was still there. It is still there. Come here, baby. So in the early days of my sleeve, and I was still learning the ropes and figuring out how to be a bariatric patient, I received some advice that was really, really useful to me that said, before you decide on doing anything with your loose skin, wait until 2 years post-op. At the time, I thought that was a really long time to wait. I was like, no, you know, if I'm gonna have the loose skin, I wanna get rid of it. I don't wanna live my life like this and But that was actually the best advice I could have got, because in that time, I've done everything I possibly can do for my skin. I've maintained my weight for over a year. I've stabilised my diet and my routines. You know, I'm super happy with where I'm at with those. Gotten into some really good habits. Nothing's perfect, absolutely, but where I am now compared to where I was 2 years ago is like a night and day difference. I've been in the gym consistently for a year and a half, weight training, doing different forms of exercise, and really just doing everything I could for my health, regardless of what the skin looked like, but also really taking the time to appreciate how that has changed my body and how that has helped the skin. Like I say, it's now come to a point where it's 2 years post-op. I feel like I've done everything and more that I could have done. Ultimately, I am just ready to move on to the next chapter of my life. I feel really ready at this point to make this decision and take this next step. I know that I'm kind of doing it for the right reasons now. I'm not doing it from a place of self-hatred and self-loathing and thinking, oh my god, I look hideous, I need to change the way I look immediately. No, in fact, it's quite the opposite. I've really learned how to love myself and how to appreciate my body and how to love everything that she does for me. And that's completely valid at the same time to want to move on from this chapter of my life and kind of put the weight loss stage behind me now. I'm so proud of the love and the time and the effort that I've poured into my body, and actually I would just really like to see all the fruits of that labour. I'd love to see the muscle that I've got going on under the skin. I'd love to be able to wear tight fitting clothes that show off the figure that I do have without the skin being in the way. And really the big one for me is that I would love to look in the mirror every single day and not see the struggle that I've been through, not be reminded of the really, really difficult time of my life that was being obese and being so unhealthy. I'm so proud of myself. I've made all this progress and I would just really love to see that now. So in just over a week, I am going to be flying back to Turkey, to Istanbul, to one of the most incredible surgeons that is literally a legend in the weight loss community for reconstructive surgery. I'll share all the details about my surgeon on Instagram in due course, but I really wanted to take my time to make this decision on my surgeon because it is one of the most important decisions you're going to make during this. I really wanted to sit with the decision for a while and just see how it felt. If it felt right, if I felt any anxiety or stress. Even though this is a super stressful experience, I trust my judgment and I trust this surgeon. I just know that I'm going to be in great hands. So I'm manifesting great outcomes for both of us. I'm going to be having a 360 tummy tuck with a lower body lift, an extended Mons lift, which is hilarious because that's just a new insecurity unlocked. Surgeons just tell you how it is, I love that. And also breast uplift with implants. When I lost weight, I also lost all my tittage. It is gone. I cannot fill a bra to save my life. It's hilarious, it's cute, I love it. I've really learned to love it. Out of all my skin, the boobs are the biggest insecurity for me. And it's not because they're saggy and it's not because they're empty. It's because when I'm wearing clothes, I want to have a feminine figure. I've got hips, I've got ass, I've always had all of that. I am just flat on top now. I just feel like that will just give me a really nice boost of confidence that I feel like I deserve now. Obviously, yeah, I am combining procedures, which is really common for people to do, especially when you are having reconstructive surgery. I am actually really looking forward to the downtime as well. I do not know how to stop. I do not know how to rest. I don't know how to slow down. So I'm really looking forward to this time to really be forced to slow down and really sit with the feelings and go through the motions and really learn how to be patient with these things. If you know me, like I'm just go, go, go all the time. I could really do with just knowing how to chill. I researched for well over a year when it came to surgeon, hospital, procedures, recovery, everything involved. I have had countless consultations online. I've travelled all over the country for them. I really just wanted to be sure that this was the right decision for me, because not only is it a massive, massive physical undertaking, it's also massively financial as well. It's not just the surgery that's expensive, but it's also the aftercare. When you are spending so much time, money, and putting your body under so much physical stress to go through something like this, I do not want to scrimp on the aftercare. I want to have the absolute best results possible. I want to have the lymphatic drainage massages. I want to have the best garments. I want to have the best serums, the best supplements for my diet. So it wasn't just the saving up for the surgery that's the challenge, it's also everything that comes along with it. And again, it is such a massive decision that these things just shouldn't be rushed. This is not a normal part of losing weight. This is absolutely not something that needs to happen. You do not have to go through this if you don't want to. I personally, like I said, didn't know whether I would, and I researched for so long so that I would feel empowered to make that decision when the time came. And I'm glad I did, because I knew exactly what I wanted when the time did come. If you are thinking that this is something you might want, especially after weight loss surgery, I would really encourage you to wait until 2 years as well. That has given me the time to decide if I even want to go through it, accept what a difficult journey and process and experience this is going to be, especially for someone like me who doesn't like slowing down. Be great with my diet, really give my body everything that it needs to go through something like this. It is big, there's no denying that, it's a lot, and I didn't want to put my body through something that it just couldn't handle. I've really taken the time to reach peak fitness and reach peak self-love and essentially just do my surgeon's job for him. I wanted to just make his job as easy and straightforward as possible. I'm really proud of the effort that I've made in preparing for the surgery. With all that being said, it's not something that needs to happen. My message has always and will always remain the same. You can love the skin that you're in. Surgery is such an extreme measure, and I'm very, very aware of that, which is why I wanted to put this video out. It's just a very thin line to walk, and I just want to make a point that you can love the body that you're in without surgery. I did it, and if I can do it, then anyone can. This isn't coming from a place of self-hate. That was really important for me anyway. You know, some people have said to me, your skin isn't even that bad, so why put yourself through it? Why pay all the money? Why go through the recovery? That is completely valid. You know, if that wouldn't be a priority if you had my skin, that's completely valid. I don't want anyone to feel like they should or shouldn't have surgery. I would never invalidate someone else's choice. It is a completely, hugely personal choice, one that I wouldn't make if I didn't feel 100% ready for myself. I never want people to feel like this is a normal part of weight loss. You should go through this, because you absolutely shouldn't. You don't have to. You can love yourself. You can love the skin. I have worked extremely hard to love the skin, focusing on what my body can do rather than what it looks like. At the weekend just gone, I just ran my second half marathon. Little things like that that really build the love you have for yourself, rather than focusing on just what you have to offer in terms of your looks, because that's not it. But yeah, bottom line is, I would never encourage people one way or the other when it comes to surgery. We all have our reasons that are hugely unique to each of us. I'm really ready. I'm really excited to kind of close this chapter now. The last 2 years have been an absolute whirlwind and a blast, and difficult and fulfilling and everything. Whilst I am so proud of this body and so proud of this skin and the story that it tells, I am ready to just close this chapter now. I think ready is the only way I can really describe how I feel right now. I just don't want to be defined by this weight loss forever. Every time I look in the mirror, that is what I see. I see me as an obese person who hated herself, didn't treat herself nicely, couldn't take care of herself the way she deserved. That is just not who I am anymore. I just don't relate to that person. You can ask anyone I know, like, I am just a completely different person in how I treat myself now and how I behave. My morals and everything are still the same, obviously, but everything in terms of my health is the complete opposite. I just want to see that when I look at myself. Fun fact, actually, I feel like plastic surgery is just a bit of an awkward term. It made me feel a little bit weird, like plastic. But plastic surgery actually comes from the Greek word plastikos, which means to mould or shape. I never knew that. How cool is that? I thought I just would love to share that, because I feel like plastic surgery in itself has such strange connotations around it. And really it's nothing to do with being plastic. It's just where the name comes from. I'm gonna genuinely miss my body the way it looks now. I think I look really cute with all the loose skin. I think it's adorable, I love it. But what I will not miss is just the pure inconvenience of having skin everywhere. I had a pair of denim shorts in summertime and the size smaller fit completely fine, but the skin was so in the way and it was just super uncomfortable with the zip, and it was getting nipped and it was just a nightmare. But the size up was too big and then they didn't fit right. So you can't really win either way. Another really funny thing that happened to me, I actually love this story. When I was doing my 10k race a couple of months ago, I think it was May time, I'd gone for my pre-race wee, come back and I pulled my leggings up and I felt like there was something like on my arse cheek. I was like, what is that? And it felt like there was a twig down my leggings and I was feeling myself up and I couldn't figure it out. And I put my hand down my leggings and my arse cheek had folded over itself. Honestly, no word of a lie. That was one moment where I just thought, okay, nice. It's just what I wanted. Oh, actually, just one more funny story that reminds me. When I was in Malta on holiday, I was in the supermarket and I was wearing just a little spaghetti strap vest thing. I was reaching over to grab like some veg or something from the fridge. My skin flaps and it claps against itself, which is fine. That happens all the time. I'm used to it. But this one day, because I was kind of sweaty as well, in this packed supermarket in Malta, my armpit farted. It farted, like audibly farted. I just thought, nah, this can't be me. This can't be my life. I can't be having this happening to me. Yeah. So anyway, my message has and will always stay the same, that you can and should Love yourself at every stage of whatever part of your life you're at now. You should love yourself, even if you don't think it looks nice, even if society tells you it doesn't look nice. I really wanted to prove that to myself, and I really hope that me being able to do that proves to you that you can as well. The main thing is that you are just happy and comfortable in your body. And I will always advocate for people doing whatever the fuck they want, whether that means getting surgery, not getting surgery, do whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever makes you happy. Just make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. And even if you're doing it because you're insecure, that is completely valid as well. I would never shame anyone else for making a different choice than I have. As long as you're happy, who fucking cares? With all of that being said, some things that I will just say if you are considering skin removal surgery is just that surgery is going nowhere, and no amount of surgery can fix a bad mindset. If this is something that you want to do, give yourself time to give yourself the best possible outcome. Maintain your weight, get a great diet, get a great lifestyle and routine so that you're really not putting your body through all of this for subpar results. Do your research, take your time, and just don't rush into such a massive, massive decision. It's a huge physical undertaking, it's a huge financial undertaking, and it's just a massive mental and emotional commitment as well. It's not something we can just go through and move on from. It's a big, big thing. I am more than happy to cover my advice in a different video if that's what you think would be helpful. If there's anything you want to see, anything you think would be interesting, anything you want me to talk about, just let me know and let's talk about it. So yeah, with that being said, let's go get our skin removed. I can't believe it. Wish me luck, because it's going to be real and it's going to be hard as fuck. Everything I've done in the last 2+ years has brought me to this point now, and I'm ready for it to just be the final chapter in this weight loss experience. So I hope you'll stick around. I hope you'll be cheering me on, because I'm gonna fucking need it. As always, please let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see or want me to talk about. And I will see you on the other side. A massive, massive thank you for all of your love and support so far. We will see you in the next one. Love you. This. Hello. Are you so beautiful, Bubba?